Good evening everyone, Darwin Oracle. Tonight, one of my subscribers has asked if the man she lives with is currently the one for her. While I was shuffling the cards tonight, I got a really good feeling. The cards, they were a dream to shuffle. They cut perfectly. I didn't see any reverse cards, and I instantly got quite a good feeling about the questioner and the condition and state of their relationship. When I turned the cards over, I also felt that there were a lot of cards in the spread that pointed to a compatible, harmonious relationship with your current partner. So I'll go through each of those for you. Starting with your current position, the Nine of Cups. So the current state of your relationship right now is one of reciprocal love. It's a relationship that's built on love and trust and friendship. It's like the honeymoon phase. Has he just proposed to you? Is he about to propose to you? It's at that kind of level of seriousness. And everything seems to be going really well. This is a card of happy times. It can sometimes be called the pregnancy cup, 9 months of pregnancy. But it does indicate an extremely happy, fulfilling relationship between two people and the extended family associated with that. The Four of Cups. What is the reason that you've asked the question? And that comes to card 3. But the Four of Cups is something that is hanging over your head, something that you think about. The Four of Cups is a card about sometimes not appreciating all the good things that are in front of you and sometimes focusing on one or two negative aspects. So whether it's one or two negative aspects about the person that you live with in the current relationship, or the fact that everything is so happy and everything is so good that you might be focused on, well, what could go wrong? So I ask, why do you have that thought that something is going to go wrong in the relationship? But it's about sort of not appreciating what you do have with your current partner and focusing on one or two negative traits maybe, or something. I'd like to know what that card represents to you, the Four of Cups. So the reason you've asked the question, why did you put finger to keyboard and get in contact with me and ask me to do this reading? So this is the third card. This is the unconscious reason why you got in touch with me, why you've asked the question. And it seems that it's actually something that's causing you a lot of stress, sleepless nights. So related to Four of Cups, is there something that you worry about with your current partner that is going to cause you some stress? Is there something... I kind of get the feeling that you are an older person. I don't want to put an age on it, but possibly 30 odd. And so is there a piece of this person's history that you feel is going to come back to haunt you at some point? And could this be the thing that, even though everything is perfect, you think about that and probably focusing too much on that overarching problem, because it's definitely caused a lot of anguish and stress and sleepless nights, I suppose, in the past. So again, those two cards, I've just hidden it away, sorry. The Four of Cups and the Nine of Swords. What is it that doesn't allow you to fully maybe love that person fully and trust? But in saying that, the relationship is actually really good. So some of your fears, I feel, are not founded in truth, or the information that you have might not be up to date. And I'll get back to that in a minute, because as I was saying earlier, I shuffled the cards. It was like a dream, they slid through my hands like silk. And while I was sitting there thinking, this is fantastic, 3 cards just dropped right off the bottom. So I've put that to one side, and when I pulled these cards out, I wondered if there had been some sort of connection. I'll get to those cards towards the end of the reading. But I definitely feel like, there's something that you can't forget, or that you let it get in the way of a totally harmonious relationship. I think, and it's only one thing, but it's a big thing. So the past is the Empress. predicting your age earlier, I feel like you are someone that is older. You're not a young person. And how you've met this man is through a nurturing role, through perhaps being there for him during a difficult time or period in his life. And perhaps both of you were there for each other in a very difficult time, and you were a rock to him when he came on board. So could that be one of the fears as well, that he has become a little bit too dependent on you? But certainly you are a source of strength for him, a mothering type figure, someone that's looked after him in a big way. This is a major arcana. It was life-changing. So how you've come to know this person is through a caring and looking up after, nurturing type role. So could that be why you're a little bit worried about the dynamic of the relationship? But you don't have to be, because I think there is a lot of reciprocated respect and love and friendship with your current partner. So the possible future card is the Ace of Swords. And it comes back to this unconscious reason why you've asked the question, through to the current situation and into the possible future consciousness. You can't let go of whatever that is. So Ace of Swords is definitely this new energy, new beginnings. It can also mean going over the same arguments and questions in your own mind. So again, everything's fantastic, but it goes back to you worrying about this one thing that's repeated and brought up again. But it could also be facing those fears and allowing yourself to move past whatever it is that is the one thing that you question yourself, I suppose. Tonight is one of those readings I would love to have the person sitting opposite me to help me sort of understand it, because I find it an intriguing reading. The next card is the Lover's card. So this is the immediate future. I do think that you are compatible, and I think that your relationship with this person is extremely loving, happy, passionate, soulful. I think there's a real connection between the two of you. And, you know, so yes, this person is the one for you to be living with right now. Agree, 100%, maybe forever. The Lover's card, you don't take that lightly. That is a card about soul connections. And again, it makes me question the past, the Empress. How did you come and meet this person? Because a soulmate, the person that's right for you, you often meet in the most uncanny circumstances, traveling overseas. Maybe, like, as I was saying, I feel like you've come into this person's life as someone that had helped and nurtured them through a difficult period. So that was supposed to happen. That was the energy and the universe working in your favour, which ties in beautifully to the next major arcana in your spread, which is the Magician. And this is where magic prevails. It's related to your unconscious reason behind asking the question. All the elements have come together now to allow for the perfect. I think this is a really loving, again, has he asked you through Nine of Cups to become more than just a live-in partner? Are things working in your favour in the love stake? But to have the Lovers and the Magician together make me think that the future is looking extremely positive towards you and your current relationship. And yeah, I do think, again, that you will live together and that everything's working in your favour for that to happen. All the journeys have been gone through with the two of you. So whatever's happened in the past, you need to put that behind you, because the future is definitely looking extremely loving. And I keep going back to that word soulful. I feel like there's a real connection between the two of you that's more than just boyfriend and girlfriend. So yeah, you know, if you were asking, is he the one for you? These two cards would definitely indicate that, and strongly as well. And also the past, how you came into each other's lives was by pure fate, but not fate, it was the universe. You were meant to meet the lovers, you were meant to meet your soulmates, almost from a past life. So your surroundings, again, is full of love. So your past into the future is just surrounded with absolutely gorgeous times, reciprocated love, true love, honesty, trust. It's all through there. And it's interesting that going up, you've got the sharper ones with the swords, but definitely it's been a beautiful relationship that you've experienced, and your surroundings are even more of that. And it's leaning to almost like a connection, a marriage, a union. Something is going to happen that draws you together. Look, I don't want to say it, I said it before, has he proposed? Are you engaged? But I also joked about the 9 of Cups cards and that being a pregnancy card because you've got the 9 months. But the Ace of Cups is about new love, new life, beginnings, creative energy, making something that you feel passionate about or something coming from passion. So I don't want to predict a baby, but it's a beautiful relationship that you have, and maybe you want to make babies with this person. And in the kind of situation that you're experiencing now, I think you're compatible, most definitely. What is holding you back is yourself. So the 8 of Cups, the reversed 8 of Cups, in the position of hopes and fears. So even though everything has proven to be this fairy tale dream of meeting, enjoying relationships, falling in love, moving on to a new future together, you still have this underlying unconscious here that everything's going to go wrong, that life's going to come along and something bad's going to happen and you're going to lose everything that you have. You need to stop thinking like that, okay? Because I think it's self-destructive on your behalf, and the fact that you feel strongly and you've asked me the question means that you probably want this relationship to be the one. So you need to get rid of whatever it is it's holding you back from really being 100% happy in that relationship. So whether it's your own experiences and what's happened in the past, perhaps someone's cheated on you, and that's made you not trust men. But I'm going back to the fact that I think that you are someone who is older as opposed to a 19, 20-year-old, 21, 25-year-old asking the question. So you're just worried about what if. You're going through the what ifs and, this fairy tale, what if it just ends and, everyone will say, told you so or whatever, or you'll be deeply cut by it. But the future is the Queen of Cups. So I think in your heart that this person is the right one for you, that you are compatible. And in fact, he is extremely a good influence on you. You can be the one that at times becomes a little bit emotional, a bit hot-headed maybe, lashes out, has a wild temper, but extremely loving, I might add, and that's adorable in you. And you're a fantastic listener and all of that. But I think he stabilizes you out. I think he's your opposite. And again, you sometimes think, what have I done to deserve such a fantastic guy? So I mentioned earlier 3 cards fell out. What were those 3 cards? In no particular order. The 8 of Swords. The King of Cups. King of Wands. This is him, by the way. And that's what I'm saying. You're the Queen of Cups. And he is the King of Wands. That helped me identify, I suppose, an age. If you were younger, I might have expected court cards. So he is this calm, rational, caring, gives good advice, especially when you go off your head, whatever the situation may be. And I mean that in the nicest possible way, go off your head. I need to come up with better descriptive terms. And the King of Wands. So that's the 2 of you. I'll just stick that there. The Eight of Swords. There's another card that comes up, and I'll bring that out in a minute. The Eight of Swords. So that sort of, to me, came back to the Nine of Swords, the reason behind asking the question, and the Ace of Swords. So I definitely feel like there's something in the past that you think about. So something that's happened. Did he... It's hard because you're not here, and I want to throw some scenarios out, but I'll let you get back to me. The Eight of Swords is a little bit of his own history that is well and truly behind him. It doesn't affect him. It could have been him in a past relationship, a past marriage, or past... I'll leave it up to you to get in contact with me. Like I say, I am having a wild imagination right now about what that means and wishing you were sitting across from me. But I don't think that it's going to affect you in any way, shape or form, except that you're letting it bug you because you're a Queen of Cups. You know, they tend to have that trait where they overanalyze things. There's an emotional connection to stuff. So whatever that is in his past, it does affect you and worry you. Not worry. Yes, it is worry, actually, Nine of Swords. It has stressed you out immensely. But what does the future hold? The last card that came out was the Hierophant reversed. So a card related to institutions, places of learning, religious institutions also. So I'll leave it with you on what that card means, but it's the Hierophant. So it comes back to, are you guys getting married in a church? Would you like to get married in a church? It is reversed, so it may not be happening right now, but is this man the one for you? I think with this card in there, it definitely indicates that you think you could live with him for a long time into the future. It is reversed, so I don't say, yep, you're getting married next week, but there's definitely a commitment that you will undertake for a long period of time with this person. It's a major arcana. In fact, through your spread, you've had quite a few positive, helpful, I'll just start making a complete mess of this, cards that if I got this in a reading, I would be extremely happy, especially surrounded by the Ace of Cups, new beginning, new love, new relationships, new energy, forging ahead, fresh starts, with the Hierophant at the top and the two personalities down the bottom. I would definitely say that, yeah, at this stage of your life, you are well and truly in love with this person. It's a passionate, loving relationship. It feels too good to be true, as indicated with the swords, but you need to move past that, because I can understand that when things are going so well, humans are predispositioned to think, what's going to happen? You know, it's not the movies, it's not a TV show, you're not on Days of Our Lives. Things are actually really lovely in your relationship. So forget about all the things that you worry about. The person is genuinely committed to you. And thank you very, very much for allowing me to do a reading for you tonight. Good night.